In order for the bullet that killed Christian to go through his head and strike the wall behind him, it would have had to ricochet madly throughout the room, said Dr. Arden. He also analyzed autopsy photos, which he says reveals even more contradictions. Welcome to Crimes Among Us. The people that discovered Christian said he had only been there for a short period of time. However, his body had firmly developed rigor mortis, which is inconsistent with what they told authorities. This is what we call a staged scene. Somebody has staged the elements of the death scene to try to create the impression that this was a suicide. Unfortunately, whoever did this, they got it horribly wrong, says Dr. Arden. If Dr. Arden is right, then why has the Meridian Police Department not investigated Christian's death as a homicide? This case simply has not been investigated, says attorney Cynthia Spiegens. She quotes, "I am not a law enforcement officer, and the fact that the Andreaccios had to hire me is quite offensive to me. If Christian was murdered, who stood to gain?" The Andreaccios dug deeper into the day he died, and they found what might be the most damaging evidence yet. The Andreaccios have spent thousands of their own hard-earned money trying to investigate the death of their son, determined to prove that Christian's death was murder, not suicide. A closer look at Whitley's actions that day raises even more questions. Whitley Goodman allegedly had Christian's phone in her purse on the day of his death. Whitley would lie repeatedly, saying she didn't have the phone, she did not know where it was. Meridian police officers finally said no one is leaving this police station until we have the phone, and she pulls it out of her purse. Not at all trying to be accusatory, but what were you hiding and what did you delete? Why tamper with evidence if this was merely a suicide? And while we're sitting in class, if an extremely loud .45 caliber pistol shot in the forest, does it make a sound? 7 calls were made from Christian's phone to Matt Miller, the guy that Whitley says she was shooting guns with the night before, that caused the GSR to be on her hands. Christian's family alleges that Christian was coming home that day to confront Whitley about Matt Miller. So why pick up the phone to call Matt, out of all people, right before you pulled the trigger? Did Christian have possession of his phone, or was it already in someone's purse? Please like, follow, and subscribe for more on Crimes Among Us.